going on YouTube? The Apophis here and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little demolition here on Nuketown. No, I'm not going knife only. That's just easy to run quicker and for a farther distance, so that's why I like to pull my knife out, especially when I'm using an assault rifle and I need to get somewhere. Definitely running with your knife in your hand is the better option. On this map you can see I am using the Type 25. Type 25 on Nuketown is not the best option. Period. Nuketown is such a small map, it's hard to get the assault rifles to do any kind of work for you here in Black Ops 2. And I think this is very specific to the assault rifles in Black Ops 2, because if you look at Black Ops 1, you had the AUG, the Galil, the FAMAS, that were all pretty solid assault rifles that had a fair amount of effectiveness, I guess, at shorter ranges. And that is something that is definitely lacking here in Black Ops 2. The assault rifles are probably the most underpowered class of all of the weapons. Hell, I'd say even the crossbow is a better bet than an assault rifle on most maps. And especially on the smaller maps, the assault rifles definitely put you at a disadvantage. The reason why I decided to upload this gameplay is it's because it's one of the better scores I've had in a very long time. And this was shortly after Prestige, hence the Dragonfire. At least I'm pretty sure it was, because I don't usually run Dragonfire. And I get my Dragonfire a few times, and it just became a lot of fun to actually use the Dragonfire. As you can guess it from all the score here, it's from Double XP Weekend. But yeah, nonetheless, man, there was a little bit of a challenge because rocking the assault rifle, and as we just talked about, that it's not the greatest in this game. So I kind of wanted to talk about things that I would do to improve Black Ops 2. And the reason why I want to bring this up is because recently in my videos I've stated that this game has gotten stale for me. Like, it's not fun anymore. It's the same shit, and it's just gotten so stale for me. So I wanted to talk about what I would do to spice in the game, to spice the game up a little bit and make it more appealing again. Because as I have said many times, this is by far my favorite Call of Duty, and I want to play this, if that makes any sense. Like, I have a desire to want to play this. It's just I don't, because it's just driving me nuts. It's absolutely driving me nuts. So what I would like to see is some game modes. I think that's one thing that they did incredibly right when it came to Modern Warfare 3, is they introduced game modes throughout the game's life cycle. Now, not all of them stuck. Some of them were there for a minute, and some of them went away and then come back. Some of them were only there for a little bit and they didn't come back. And I thought it was a unique feature. Here in Black Ops 2, they have introduced a new weapon for DLC, which, yeah, sure, that was a great idea. It was a fantastic idea. Too bad I'm not a fan of the weapon, but they can't please everybody, right? Like, there's so many people, they can't make everybody happy. So that's understandable that some of us aren't going to like the Peacekeeper, and that's perfectly okay. And I think that they were revolutionary with introducing that as a weapon, and I think it's a good step in the right direction. But what I would really like to see is some game modes, and not necessarily DLC, just work them into the playlist. Most importantly, our biggest game mode for me, I would say, would be to bring back Team Defender. I probably had some of the most fun playing Call of Duty during the Modern Warfare 3 days when I was playing Team Defender. Something about that game was a whole ass ton of fun. And the other game mode that I really truly enjoyed was Drop Zone. They were just ridiculous game modes that you rack up mad kills in those games, but Drop Zone was kind of fun. I guess Drop Zone or Hardpoint is very similar to Drop Zone, but come on, man, let's get the care packages back. Aside from that were the mini games that Modern Warfare 3 introduced, like Chaos Mode. And I know Spec Ops wasn't a big thing to a lot of people, but I kind of actually like the Horde mode style thing. And for some reason, zombies don't do it for me. I can't get into zombies, and I don't know why. Like, I want to be able to enjoy zombies, but there's just something about it that I can't enjoy. But cast mode was cool. I didn't really play a lot of cast mode, but it was unique and it was something new. And like that's the thing is we've seen zombies before, we've seen Spec Ops before, but they came out with cast mode. Like, how about we get a crazy new innovative thing? Like even Drop Zone was pretty innovative. And yeah, you could say Hardpoint is kind of innovative, but if you think about it, Hardpoint is very similar to War, only War was a little better. So if you don't know War from Call of Duty World at War, there was like one capture point that you had to get to, and you captured it, and it pushed the enemy team back, and there was a new capture point. You had to go get that one. But if the enemy team captured the point that you just had, it pushed you back. It was like a game of tug of war, hence the name War. But it was one capture point, which is where the similarity for Hardpoint kind of draws itself to, but it also stops there as well. That there's only one point to go to. So yeah, man, if they did that, I think that I would want to turn this game on some more and play it. Right now, I'm gonna use the gameplay that I have on my hard drive, but I honestly don't expect to pick this game up again for a month minimum. I'm so burned out and frustrated from it. I need a break. The good news is Halo should be here soon, so that's gonna be a whole new ball game. I haven't really played Halo since Halo 3. I think I played like 2 hours of Reach, and that was it. Online, I did play the Reach campaign, but I think that the learning curve is going to be incredibly steep, and I probably won't be posting any Halo gameplay anytime soon until I adjust to it, because it is a whole different game, and I think that the skill level of Halo players is higher. I know I'm going to catch hate for saying that, but I feel like Halo fans have been so diehard for so long that the skill level in that game is higher than that of Call of Duty. I feel like you have to be a higher skilled player in order to do well in Halo. Whereas even a not so great player in Call of Duty can get that occasional good game. So that doesn't quite happen in Halo. So yes, bring on the hate. I know I said it. And I mean it, man. It's kind of coming from how I actually feel. It's always been that way to me, though. And maybe it's because Halo's harder for me. That could very well be why I draw that kind of statement to it. But I don't know. That's how I feel about it. So yeah, in order for me to really want to get back into Call of Duty, new game modes would be great. I want to know what you guys would change. Like, what would make the game fresh for you? Is it game modes? Is it more maps? Is it more weapons? Is it different perks? That'd be a cool DLC. Drop us some new perks that we've never seen before. That might be something interesting. What would spice the game up for you? Because I can't be the only one that's absolutely sick of Black Ops 2 at this point. Like, especially if you're doing YouTube, you know damn well you played way too much Black Ops 2. And there's got to be something that you would change. And don't say lag comp, people, please. We all know lag comp shit, the connection shit. We get it. What are things that, aside from that you would implement? Like, legitimate things that they could do. Because they're not going to change the net code of the game after it's been out this long. So let me know in the comments below. Alright, guys. I want to move on to one more thing, and that is the Commentator Showdown. The last episode of round 2, which is episode 3, posted today. This morning it went up. So make sure you guys head over and vote. Vote for all 3 episodes. Seriously, watch them. Tell me why you're voting for the guy you're voting for. They need you in order to move on. If nobody votes on this, then nobody moves on. It just becomes a mess. So it's blowing my mind how many views these videos are getting and how nobody's taking 10 seconds to write a comment. Like, if the video has 60 views and 8 votes, there's something wrong there. Come on, people. Like, please vote. You're not voting for me. You're voting for the 2 guys that are battling it out to move on to the next round. So there's a week from today. So next Sunday, the voting will close on episode 3 for round 2. And then I think we're going to take probably a week break while these guys make up their videos for the semifinals, because that's what we're going to be moving into. And then we'll post the semifinals. The semifinals are going to go back quick, man. It's 2 videos. So I'm going to need all your support and participation for those guys on the semifinal videos so that we can really seriously get the best 2 commentators in the finals. It's very important to me that the finals be big. We're trying to work really hard right now on making the finals a pretty decent production. And then after the finals post, guys, I'm gonna start working on a couple administrative things, ironing some difficulties that I ran into this time out, and I will be getting set up for season 2 of the Commentator Showdown. So I want to keep this thing flowing. I want to keep this thing rolling, and I think that the things that I've learned this time around and some of the changes that I'm going to implement for season 2, I think it's only going to get better. Plus, I'm going to work my ass off to collaborate with a couple people, and we're really going to step the production value up for the Commentator Showdown to make it more kind of like a pay-per-view event, you know? Like, you go to watch, like, a UFC fight or a boxing match or, like, WrestleMania or something, and there's, like, hype around everything. And I think that's where I want to take this. I want to take this to, you know, a fight. Like, I want to make it feel like a fight. I want the production to be on par with that of a fight. And I think that with a couple of the people that I'm going to be collaborating with in order to get that type of production done, it's going to turn out fantastic. What it's also going to mean, though, is the participants for Season 2, I'm going to need more participation from them. It's going to be a little more than just one video for your round. I'm going to, you know, there's going to be some cool things, and I think that those that are willing to participate in it are going to want to do it, and we're just going to make it an overall cool production, and I think it's going to be something that we have never seen before done for a Commentator Showdown, because the Showdown isn't that much of an original idea, but I think that we can make the production of it very original. So alright guys, that's the end of this gameplay. I know I spent a lot of time in kill streaks there in the second round, but I had a good game. 80 and 26, I'll take it. That's good for me. Maybe it's a bad game for you, and if that's the case, I'm glad we're not in the same lobby. Alright guys, 2 videos on the screen you might have missed. Click them, they open on a new window. Big yellow subscribe button. If you click that, you're going to subscribe to my channel. Weird things have been going on lately. If you are subbed to me and for some reason you're not getting my videos, just please check my channel directly. I think sub boxes might be a little jacked up, at least judging by video views and how sporadic they've been. Something weird is going on, and just make sure you check back on the channel. As always, guys, follow me on Twitter, especially right now, because it tweets when I upload a new video, and if the sub boxes are broken, you following me on Twitter is going to ensure that you get that video pushed out to you. So head on over, follow me on Twitter. Also, if you guys want to chat or talk or play a game together, Twitter's the way to get a hold of me and kind of iron it out. So head on over there, check it out, and make sure you follow me over there. Alright guys, thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope that you all have a super fantastic day. I really appreciate everything that I've gotten out of YouTube from you guys thus far, and it's just been absolutely fantastic. Please don't forget to vote. Head on over and vote for those guys. And if you see a orangutan in the zoo, watch out, because he's probably flinging poo.